Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Daniel Robles, and along with my colleague, Magister Valeria Mendoza, have carried out this project called the use of classic rock English songs to foster a motivational learning environment for improving EFL students' pronunciation. The first point is the introduction. As everybody knows, music is everywhere in life, representing an integral part of human culture. The use of music and songs in the English as a foreign language EFL classroom represents an interesting tool as long as it is correctly applied. Howard Gardner's educational theory of multiple intelligences establishes that people having musical intelligence usually tend to use songs to memorize information. According to Lay in 2002, music provides students a fun and relaxing way to acquire, process, and produce English. Therefore, music may generate a motivational atmosphere in the EFL classroom. To continue, we're going to talk about the objectives. The main objective is to select a set of techniques using classic rock English songs to create a motivational environment to improve English pronunciation. On the other hand, we have the specific objectives. The first one is to detect teachers' perceptions about using classic rock English songs in EFL classroom to motivate the students to improve pronunciation. Later, we have to identify a student's feelings when teacher uses classic rock English songs to improve pronunciation. After that, it is necessary to compare students' and teachers' results with direct observation to establish general conclusions about the use of classic rock English songs to improve pronunciation in EFL classroom. Finally, we have to choose a set of techniques using classic rock English songs to create an academic proposal that contains activities aimed to improve English pronunciation. Once the objectives are clear, we can continue to the next part, that is the methodology. For the methodology, a mixed approach was used in this investigation. It allowed getting subjective perceptions collected from the qualitative approach, gathering numeric data from the quantitative approach, reinforcing that information with a direct observation in the classroom, quantitative, and based on that, selecting a set of techniques using classic rock English songs to create a motivational environment to improve English pronunciation. Well, this research was carried out with an exploratory sequential design. This method belongs to the category of mixed approach, and it is derivative because the collection and analysis of quantitative data are made based on the qualitative results. Morse, in 2010, in Hernandez, Fernandez, and Batista, points that this design method is used when the investigator needs to develop a standardized instrument because the existing tools are inadequate or it is not possible to have them. Under those conditions, it was convenient to use an exploratory sequential design of 3 stages. After the methodology, it is time to analyze the results that we got with this investigation. So, the first important result, results showed that most of the students think that classic English rock is a good musical genre to learn pronunciation in the classroom, and they are commonly related to the song that is going to be presented to teach pronunciation in the class. Teachers use classic rock English songs to teach pronunciation because of 3 aspects: variety, versatility, and motivational power. These findings are aligned with the studies of Campbell and Brody in 2007, who assure that rock's versatility makes of this musical category a great tool to work in an EFL classroom. The majority of scholars feel motivated at learning pronunciation through classic rock English songs at the beginning and at the end of the technique proposed by the teacher. Teachers realized that their pupils feel encouraged to learn pronunciation with this kind of songs because of the expressions in their faces that evidence joy and enthusiasm, even in the shyest students. These results are comparable, of course, with Campbell and Brudy's in 2007, in which it is established that rock increases psychological levels of the brain, incite emotions to the heart, and motivate through the movement like in the TPR theory. So, when using music to learn, learners associate what they listen to with physical actions. Finally, it is important to mention the conclusions. So, first of all, teachers choose classic rock English songs to teach pronunciation in the EFL classroom because of the three things we mentioned before: diversity, flexibility, and motivational influence. According to them, students feel highly encouraged when learning pronunciation through classic rock English songs. They declare that suprasegmental features of pronunciation can be taught when assessing learners individually by using a rubric. Students feel widely motivated to learning pronunciation through classic rock English songs at the beginning and at the end of the class. However, in some cases, they would rather work with a different musical genre instead. Pupils confirmed that their teachers use a rubric to evaluate pronunciation, and both segmental and suprasegmental elements of pronunciation are improved by using this kind of songs. According to the apprentices, the most usual techniques employed by teachers to teach pronunciation with classic rock English songs are the next ones: listening and repeating, karaoke, ear training, performance assessment, and finally, songs and rhymes. Okay, we hope you liked our presentation about this research, and for more information, don't hesitate to contact Daniel.Robles at ecam.edu.ec. Thank you for your attention, everybody, and until a next opportunity. Thank you so much.